What's up, y'all? We're back. I had to jump back on. I just released one of my best videos I've ever done in my life, the worst MMA podcast, shitting on everybody, making a joke out of everyone, but had to hop on here real quick. We just got some breaking news from the bald-headed man himself. June 22nd, Saudi Arabia, the kingdom. All right? Some epic news, boys. Some epic fucking news. Everybody tune in. Let's listen to what Dana White had to say. He released the whole card, at least the main card, and I got fucking rock hard. He released the card, Octagon got rock hard, and you will too. Tune into this. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, guys? Here with another announcement. On Saturday, June 22nd, we'll be going to Saudi Arabia. Our first fight in the kingdom will be a fight night that will air live and free on ABC. And the main event will be former middleweight champion Robert Whittaker versus 13-0 undefeated Khamzat Chimaev to see who will be the number one contender for the UFC middleweight championship.
Fuck yeah.
The co-main event, the number 3 ranked knockout artist Sergey Pavlovich versus the number 6 ranked Alexander Volkov.
All right, so they had just released the Volkov Gelatin Almeida news breaking 302 or whatever, 301, whatever the fuck. So clearly they, shifted, realigned, changed course with Volkov here. My initial reaction is that they were trying to make Cyril Gane versus Sergey Pavlovich. Cyril Gane's a fucking bitch. I talk about it in all my videos. Ooh, I would not fight Tom Espinol. I deserve title shot. I do not want to fight nobody. He's a fucking bitch. Cyril Gane, fuck you. You fucking bitch. Put him up against Rogerio de Lima. Put him up against Despain. Fucking cut him. Anyway, let's get back to the announcement.
Also, Kevin Gastelum will be taking on Daniel Rodriguez. We've got Johnny Walker versus Volkan Ozdemir. Undefeated 12-0 Shara Bullet versus Ior Potiera, who has 15 of his 20 wins coming by first round finish. This card is going to be badass from top to bottom. It's going to be historic. It's our first ever show from the kingdom. Tickets go on sale soon, so make your plans for UFC Saudi Arabia, June 20th.
We got Khamzat Chimaev, undefeated Khamzat Chimaev, Chen Gourmet hat against Robert the Reaper Whittaker. Bobby Knuckles, 5 fucking rounds. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. We knew it was either going to be Robert Whittaker, Strickland, or Chimaev. 3 people, 1 fight. Somebody was going to get left out. I thought they were going to make the Strickland versus Chimaev fight. Obviously, they do not fucking like Strickland whatsoever. Strickland, sorry, brother. Get ready to fight fucking Brendan Allen rematch or fucking Marvin Vettori, whatever the fuck, because you ain't getting shit. Now, this Chimaev against Whittaker, it's number 1 contender fight for the middleweight title. I don't know if that means they're going to sit Dricus du Plessis out that long or if they're going to make the Izzy, because this card's June 22nd. So I don't know if they're going to make the Izzy Dricus du Plessis fight, International Fight Week potentially. Because if this is number 1 contender, that means Dricus, if the winner of this gets battered, gets hurt, Dricus might be out till September, October. I think he's ready to rock. I mean, he fought in January. He's a champion now. I'm sure he wants to make those pay-per-view points, that money, that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? That bag. So I have a feeling that Izzy is going to fight Dricus. I think International Fight Week, it's going to be Izzy Dricus. Winner of that faces the winner of Chimaev Whittaker. So it's going to be crazy. Let's just take a quick look here at Khamzat Chimaev. Let's look at his topology. This is a crazy fight. Obviously, he cannot fight in the United States. We know this by now. His last 2 fights have been in Saudi Arabia. Here's his record right here. He fought Gilbert Burns. This was where was this at? UFC 273. This was Jacksonville, Florida. So he fought there, but then he fought Kevin Holland. That was also in the United States, but that was 2022. He hasn't been allowed in the United States since 2022. He fought Kamaru Usman in Saudi Arabia. Paulo Costa was booked in Saudi Arabia, what am I saying? Abu Dhabi. Both of these were Abu Dhabi, and now he's booked to fight in Saudi Arabia. So clearly, Khamzat Chimaev is not allowed in the United States. That's an issue. If he's going to be a UFC champion, he's got to defend the belt at least twice a year. We can't have any more Leon Edwards winning by points, fucking 5-round bullshit-ass decisions. Leon Edwards is the most boring champion in the UFC. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the UK fans say. Leon Edwards is fucking boring as shit. And, I'm hoping Khamzat can fight more than once, twice a year. But what a fight. I mean, Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. Whittaker lost to Dricus du Plessis, beat Paulo Costa in a three-round war in his last fight. Khamzat hasn't been looking that hot. You know what I mean? Hasn't been looking that hot. Against Gilbert Burns, you can see right there, unanimous decision. Not sure if I agree with that decision. Gilbert Burns was coming on. Clearly won the second round. Dropped Khamzat with a hard right hook. Mean right hook. Dropped him to his ass. Almost KO'd his ass. Third round coming out. Lost on volume the first 3.5 minutes. And then Gilbert Burns hits 1, 2, 3, 4 right hooks in a row. Khamzat, ba, ba, ba. Yeah, he's game. He's going to come back at you. But not a good look there against Burns. Not a great look against Kamaru Usman. A lot of people think that was a draw. Maybe even, fuck the 10-8 in the first round. I didn't think that first round was a 10-8. No damage. I thought this was damage-based scoring. No damage. Was he close to submissions? I mean, he's fairly close. When I was watching it live, I was a little nervous, but rewatching it, it wasn't that fucking close. I don't give it a 10-8. I give it a 10-9. I give Usman 10-9 in the second, 10-9 in the third. I thought Kamaru Usman won that, but regardless, Bobby Knuckles against Khamzat Chimaev. Oh man, how do I see this one going? I mean, it's an interesting stylistic matchup. Obviously, Bobby Knuckles has the championship experience, the 5-round experience. We know that he's not going to gas out. We've seen it against Yoel Romero. We've seen it against Israel Adesanya in the second in the rematch. We've seen it against Kelvin Gastelum, main event, all 5 rounds. We've seen it against numerous guys. We know Bobby Knuckles has the cardio. We know that he's well-rounded. We know that he can grapple. His chin is a little suspect, especially after that Dricus du Plessis matchup. It's a tad bit suspect, but Paulo Costa, he checked that shit. Spinning heel kick right to the fucking cheekbone. Whittaker withstood that. And I don't think Khamzat Chimaev has that knockout ability. Yeah, did he knock out Gerald Meerschaert, the GOAT, with right cross 17 seconds in? Yeah, he did. Meerschaert looked like he shit his pants. Shit his fucking pants. Robert Whittaker ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna fucking do that. Early prediction for this fight. I mean, it's so hard to say. I mean, which Khamzat's going to show up? Is he going to have cardio? We know he has had his health issues, the allergy reactions, the COVID. Robert Whittaker, the mentality issues. Is he going to come to die? Is he going to come for a war? It's so hard to say early prediction wise, but yeah, I got to go Robert Whittaker. Early prediction. I mean, he has championship experience. He has the cardio. I think he has better striking than Khamzat. I don't think he. Let's see if Robert Whittaker's ever been submitted. Let's check. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure if he has. Robert should be one of the first names. No? Okay. Stupid. Let's see if he's ever lost by submission. He has one loss by submission. Who is that to? Lost TKO, lost decision, KO. Oh, okay. So back in 2011, he lost by triangle choke. 2011. Since then, all wins, decision losses, and a couple KO, TKO losses to the upper echelon, the best of the best, elite of the elite. I don't see him getting outgassed in the first round. I don't see it. Nope. I think Chimaev has to change his style. When you get to the upper echelon, the top 5, you got to tweak your style. You can't do the same thing that you did on the regional scene, on the, UFC prelims, when you're fighting the Reese McKees of the world, when you're fighting the Gerald Meerschaerts of the world, when you're fighting the John Phillips of the world. You can't do the same shit to Robert Whittaker. You just can't. Full fucking training camp Robert Whittaker, title shot on the line. You can't do it. Chimaev's going to have to change his style. He's not the best striker. I don't care if he's working it. I don't care if he has a different game plan. He's just not. He's not an Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira, Sugar Sean O'Malley, feint, in and out movement, good head movement, different fucking attacks. He's just not that guy. He's a pressure fighter. He's an overwhelming fighter. He's a grappler. He's a wrestler. I think Robert Whittaker is going to win this fight. I do. I think it's a perfect stylistic matchup for Robert Whittaker. I think he wins it. I think the first round, it's going to be a 50-50 round. Chimaev's going to go for the takedowns. He's going to get stuffed. The striking's going to be back and forth. I think Whittaker gets the best of him in the second, third, fourth, fifth, similar to the Gastelum fight, similar to the Vettori fight. But I can't, man. Jeez, this just happened. This just happened. So I'm still in shock. Sergey Pavlovich against Alexander Volkov. Great fight. I know they pulled Volkov out of that Jelton Almeida fight. Fuck Cyril Gane. Cut him from the UFC. He's a fucking bitch. Lost to John Jones. Got smoked by Ngannou. Doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. Ducking fucking Pavlovich. He's a fucking bitch. Get him the fuck out of the UFC. I fucking hate his ass. Volkov, Pavlovich, interesting matchup. It's going to be a striker's matchup. Volkov has a little grappling, but he's not going to be able to take down Pavlovich. I think these guys train together too, which is even more interesting. I've seen Instagram posts with these guys in the training room together, arm on shoulders, buddy. So that's a wrinkle to this fight that a lot of people might not be expecting. These guys have trained together. They're kind of friends. They posted on Instagram together. So I don't know. I like Volkov's reach. I like his game. I think Pavlovich is kind of a one-trick pony. He's kind of just a knockout artist. So I'm not going to give a pick there, but interesting matchup, especially that they've trained together. They're kind of friends. So very interesting matchup. And then you got Gastelum on the card. You got Johnny Walker recovering from that nose break. Share a bullet against Ior Peteria. That's going to be a war. Ior Peteria is very underrated. He is a dog. I don't care about his fucking dance against Shogun. You know what I mean? Fucking bop. I don't give a fuck. Ior Peteria is a beast. Share a bullet is a beast. That's going to be a on-the-feet battle, a striking battle. It's going to be a good one. I'm definitely leaning Share a bullet there. I think he's taking less damage. I think he has more confidence. I think he's a little bit more built than Ior Peteria, but I love the stylistic matchup. Johnny Walker, Volkan Ozdemir, who fucking knows? Kelvin Gastelum, Daniel Rodriguez. I don't know. Who really cares? But, yeah, the Saudis, UFC wanted to give the Saudis this fight card. Rosenstruik, Gaziv, Petrino, Pedro, Makayev, Perez, Umar Nurmagomedov, Bekzat. Yeah, the Saudis said, nah, I'm good. We're cool. We're all right. We'll just book, some more boxing. We'll call PFL. We'll get, we'll get whoever the fuck PFL has. Fucking nobody either. I don't know why they're doing business with the PFL. But this fight night card right here, Shamil Gaziv versus Rosenstruik, fucking embarrassing. Embarrassing. So I'm happy that Dana White came up with that heat. Chimaev, Whittaker, Walker, Ozdemir, Volkov, Pavlovich, Gastelum, Rodriguez, Share a bullet, Ior Peteria blows this fight night out of the fucking water. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's a pay-per-view disguised as a fight night. Free, ESPN, ABC, and Octagon Jordan has the full coverage for you bitch asses. So go back, watch my MMA podcast cringe video. It's hilarious. If you want a good laugh before you hit the sack, check it out. Early predictions. I'm going Whittaker. I'm going Volkov. I'm going Ozdemir. I'm going Shara Bullet. And I'm going Daniel Rodriguez. I'm out. Enjoy the fights.